I know y'all used to me talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I got something new to talk about. I'm talking about Love is Blind. What's up, everybody? It's me, Cortez Kirkwood, and I'm here to lean in on a new show. It's called Love is Blind. Now, at first, I was like, what is this about? People were talking about it. I'm seeing tweets. I'm seeing that. I said, okay, let me give it a listen. It's Friday night. I ain't doing nothing. They gone. I watched the show. I'm like, I am bored. I made a status on Facebook. People say, keep watching, keep watching. I watch it, and from the moment after reading that, I have been entertained. I'm talking gagging. Lean in as we talk about this show. Netflix has really done the damn thing when it comes to these reality TV shows. They had The Circle, and then now you have this one that touches more so on love. The reason why I really like this show is because it's very interesting. One thing I picked up on is that there is something for everyone to gravitate to. These people are experiencing real life things that I feel like we have all gone through. Although I kind of believe you can find love this way, and I kind of don't. These characters, this cast was perfectly picked. I'll say that because they represent a lot of us. People who are desperate for love, people who like to have options, people who have secrets, people who hold things back, people who are insecure. All these type of things that we experience in relationships, this show has, and that's what I love the most. The show does a really good job of capturing these moments that feel organic. Whether you believe in the love that you're seeing or not, you feel like, okay, this is kind of cute. So the show was beautifully thought out. The big question that I have, and I'm sure you're thinking the same thing, is this realistic? I don't know. I want to talk about part 1, which is the first 5 episodes. First couple to get engaged are Cameron and Lauren. And it's nice to see that soon as they meet, they kind of have this connection. Cameron is cute. Lauren, she's cute too. They have this connection, and then they kind of, eventually within day 2 or 3, they evolve into saying they love each other. I was like, this is beautiful. I'm like, okay, this is cute. He's a robot or artificial intelligence. He's a scientist. I forgot what she does, but she does well for herself. She's from Atlanta, so this is a great couple. It just felt real. I'm thinking like, dang, they really met 2 days ago and they said they love each other. That's real. We do it a lot. Cameron and Lauren are actually my favorite to this point. And I'll say that because their love seems very organic. The only thing that I'm worried for is for Cameron to meet her family, because she's Black. I'm pretty sure that Cameron's going to be up for a ride. I think he's up for a lot more than what he thinks he is. Love Lauren and Cameron. They're so cute. I just like them. It was like they started out first, and I think that was the reason why they showed them first, because that was you can tell their connection was real. They both were looking for love. They were having these conversations that felt like, oh my God, this is the one, and that's what happened. So them two, I'm riding for. I love them to death, and I've grown to really like their relationship. I can't wait to see how it goes when he meets the family and how everything goes, but I think this is going to be the one to watch out for. And Cameron is kind of fine. When they got to Cancun, and he was taking his shirt, I was like, okay, I really feel like Lauren hit the jackpot. She got a great guy, a level-headed guy, nice body, money. She got everything. And I mean, he got a lot of things too. She has a lot to offer. I'm not saying she doesn't, but them two, it makes me really love the show on a positive note. And a less positive note, or we don't want to say that. On another note, Carlton and Diamond. And I should have talked about them last, but I got to talk about them first because, Lord, I am just gagging at the episode 4 and 5. So those two, Diamond, she's a dancer. Carlton is a social media guy. I don't know Carlton. I don't know Carlton at all. But I have seen him on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I see him live tweeting from time to time for Malaysia. So I'm quite knowledgeable of just kind of who he is in that space. Now on this show, he's a different person. He appears to be what he looks like. those two, this a match made in heaven. I'm like, yes, the blacks. Come on, black love on the show. There ain't many blacks on the show, but what we do, we got a few. Okay, whether it is what it is. So those two get engaged or whatever. And when they met, I was like, okay, like this is cute. Like, and it was just interesting seeing him grab Diamond. Like Diamond had a lot of shape. She's a stacked girl. She's definitely dancing. She definitely has a nice body. And then you got Carlton over here with these little bitty T-Rex arms trying to hold her. It just was weird from the beginning. From the moment they met to that moment, it was just weird. It's like seeing T-Rex hold, a Barbie doll. Did you see the arms? Like, I like how I can tell he really liked Diamond. I don't think Diamond, I think she liked Carlton, but I think his love for her was a lot stronger. And so when they went to Cancun, he started to cry and have his moments. He kept saying that he felt like, he didn't deserve her. Well, clearly we knew why, because he was hiding his secret. The moment in which he told her that, her face blew up. It was crazy. And what did we really expect? We knew that was going to happen. I mean, how could you have this experiment, at the beginning of the show where you're supposed to be yourself and you're holding out a big, big, big piece of you? You're saying this is you, but you're holding it out from this person. You're basically stripping away their choice to really be with you, especially on a show like this. So the scene that everyone's been talking about at the pool, Carlton is completely wrong. I thought that was very trash. And I really believe that she was trying to talk to him to something they could have got past. But, being as aggressive as he was and slightly insecure about the situation, it went to the left. I felt bad for Diamond because she didn't deserve that. I really think, like I said, she was trying to talk to him, but he was just so like, ugh. It was not pleasing to watch. He took the ring off. That little ring just went over in the ocean. They should have showed that too. And then, he said, bitches like that's disrespectful. Honestly, Diamond came out, I know she black, but she came off as, this is a regular smuggler girl, but I really knew she was real black when she got her ass up and threw that drink in his face. I was like, yes, because he deserved that. Like, that he was disrespectful. He was wrong. Now, Carlton was right about that. That wig was tied. She got cheerleader hair. No shade to cheerleaders, but she got cheerleader hair after the jamboree or after the competition. I saw a lot of Tyler Perry up in there. This must have been in Tyler Perry's studio because those wigs reflected. And like she said, why did you tell me at the beginning? He says that he didn't say it at the beginning because, most girls, they don't know how to take it. But then he also says that the girls do know how to take it and that they've been okay with it in the past. It's never been an issue. So if it's never been an issue, why are you holding out on this big, big, big piece of you? That man was very confused. That I feel so bad for him, but I feel even worse for Diamond because, I mean, look at this. That, like she said, that was the whole point of the experiment, was to be yourself. He was not himself, and that's why now they're off the show. Okay, so let's talk about the big love triangle, rectangle, or octagon, whatever it was. Jessica and Mark. Now, we saw how Mark reacted when Jessica decided that she didn't want to be with him. It was kind of sad, and I was like, dang, that's messed up. But then she goes over to Barnett, and she basically wants Barnett now. Now, Barnett obviously turns her away. She freaks out and does what all of us usually do. We go to whatever turned us down, or, we just want to belong to somebody, which is Jessica, and she went over to Mark. I was very surprised that Mark took her back, but then again, I wasn't surprised because they both just want to be with somebody. He's young, so it's a little bit more acceptable, but she is older, but she should know better. She's 34, and she is way more immature than he is. But here they are running off into the sunset, just want to belong. He took her back after she denied him, and she just running to the next person because she got denied, and now look at him. Now, fast forward to the trip, Jessica, she was something else. I knew she was going to be something else when she had that whole hissy fit and was talking crazy in the little break room area. Anyway, now that she has seen Barnett, if you fast forward to the trip, now she's second guessing and has Mark doubting if she's going to leave him. That's crazy to me. Like, that is like a whole another level of disrespect. Like, this, it works for you with Mark because you both don't know your worth. Like, you both just are bottom feeders at this point. I will say, Jessica, if nothing else, she is good TV. She will be remembered. Now, it may be for a clown, but she will be remembered. Like, I understand that this is a show, and Jessica did what she had to do to continue on the show, but, her jumping around and thinking like, oh, I still got these feelings for Barnett, that's just not right. And I feel so bad for Mark, because Mark is a great guy. I mean, he has his issues too, but he's a great guy. And here he's stuck with Jessica, of all people. And Kelly and Kinney, they could run off into the sunset. I wouldn't give two damns. Not because I don't care. It's just that, they don't really interest me as a couple. I think that they're going to just be just fine. Like, they love, it seems like good old willy-dilly love. Congratulations to them. I think they'll make it of all the couples that are there. They, outside of Lauren and Cameron, I think they are also another organic couple. So let's talk about Barnett. Now, Barnett is your typical guy, black or white, that I like to classify as niggas. Now, he ain't black, but what I'm saying is he just ain't shit. That little triangle he had between Jessica and Elsie and what's his wife's name? His wife, we'll get to them in a second. That was just crazy to make them go through that. And I know it was a show, but the fact that they were all fighting for him, the one person I felt sorry for was really Elsie. I really liked Elsie, and I was hoping that he was going to pick Elsie, but it seems like he wanted Lita from WWE, and he chose her. Okay, yeah, Amber's her name. He chose Amber, aka Lita. And that relationship is just weird. Like, to me, they do seem very sexual. Like, they just give me the regular little couple, young, naive couple that I see walking up and down Sunset Boulevard. I don't really care for Barnett. I think he has these girls going crazy. More specifically, Jessica. He should be worried because she's crazy. I think she would do something. But what I like about Amber is that she gonna fight for her man. And that's very important on this show, because you gotta think about it. This show is all happening so quick. So whereas in real life, we be like, like, that's my man, worry about that. No, you need to worry about your man, because it's temptation. And, these are all fresh relationships. You don't have years and years and years of being together to be like, oh yeah, okay, you know what, this is why I should stay. No, you have 4 days. So let's talk about Damien and Gigi. I'm going to say Gigi because her name, I can't even say that well too many times. At first I was like, Team Gigi. That proposal scene was very cute. Gigi, she's young, and, Damien is a little older, not too much older, but he's a lot more mature. And the way that, she told him to get up, I want to say, will you marry me? I thought that was beautiful. At that moment, I was like, Team Gigi, Team Gigi, Team Gigi. Now, when they got to Cancun, I was like, she was pressuring him to have sex. I thought he was going to stand his ground, but apparently he didn't. That was alarming because I'm learning that Gigi's kind of bratty. Their relationship, if they do make it to the wedding, I see her running over him and running him crazy until finally he goes crazy and dumps her ass. Gigi, she just reminds me of the girl down the street, the girl that we see all the time over here at the Starbucks, that, trying to figure it out. And I think Gigi is definitely trying to figure it out. She just got pulled in this show. As far as on love, no, she doesn't need love. She needs guidance on just a lot of different things in life, because Gigi just seems a little underdeveloped. Like, she just seems like she's 2 years old. Why she talk like this? I'm like, girl, speak up. I just don't think that she deserves Damien being big. And I say that because Damien is a really good guy by what we're seeing on the show. I felt for him when he said that he wanted to be a provider. He came to the show looking for love and, risking his job. And then he got stuck with Gigi. So when they actually met up, I knew that Jessica was going to have these feelings about Barnett. And that is what I like about this show, because they know exactly what they're doing. They're engineering all this drama. Jessica, she went right on over to Barnett, especially, of course, she had never seen him. But now it just shows that love is not blind. Jessica is proving that love is not blind, because she is really hung on Barnett over his physical attraction. She can say that he said a lot of things to her that no one else did, but that's not true. She saw him and was like, damn, he fine. But in my eyes, Mark is pretty attractive too. That girl is just confused. She is a lost cause, and I just can't wait to see more of it, to be honest. One thing that I have to remember on this show is that everything is so fast, so that changes everything. It's not just your usual dating. It's like speed dating. Speed marriage is what I like to call it. And so they only have so little time to make this moment work. I think most of them are using that, but there are some that are falling behind. And I just think that it's going to get really interesting when they get to the families, and when they move in. That's when all of the drama really falls into place. The one thing that I really wish they would have included more on this show is more Black people. I hate that Carlton and Diamond are the strongest Black, representation that we have, because look at that. Another thing I wish that they would have had was a little more representation of, the gay community, other than Carlton. Even if we don't believe that this is true in real life, these people really make it believable. The scenes seem very organic, just everything. The only thing that I didn't really like that didn't seem organic were the proposals. I think, seeing the girls cry over there, whatever they had, this is happiness day in my life, that was not real to me. It didn't feel real. But I will say the bonds that they're building, and just seeing them as fiance and get ready for marriage, it's quite interesting to watch. So I'm gonna stay tuned. I hope y'all stay tuned, and let me know what you think in the comments, or just let me know what you think on the Instagram page. Subscribe. Thank y'all for leaning in. It's time to lean out. Part 2 will be coming soon. Peace.